Now, the government has once again exiled self-proclaimed NRM General Miguna Miguna after days of detention and standoff at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, where he was denied entry into the country. Well, this comes despite a court order directing the government to release Miguna Miguna unconditionally. Earlier, the High Court had ordered Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i, Inspector General of Police Joseph Boynet, and Immigration Boss Gordon Kihalangwa to appear in court this morning for sentencing after finding them guilty of contempt of court. Justice George Odunga issued the orders with a stinging criticism on the government over its continued disregard of the law. Caroline B. profiles events that unfolded before Miguna's deportation last night.
Once again, the executive has been put on the spot over continued defiance of court orders. Justice George Odunga accused top government officials of failing to heed court orders on the Miguna Miguna saga. This besides an order that Interior CS Dr. Fred Matiang'i, Inspector of Police Joseph Boynet, and Immigration Boss Gordon Kihalangwa appear in court in person over the Miguna Miguna case. But that never materialized, forcing presiding Judge George Odunga to give fresh orders.
The order is made in the presence of a legal representative of the respondents. They must ensure that the orders were complied with, and I've made it very clear.
Thank you.
That tomorrow, if the respondent do not appear, I will proceed with sentencing at 10 a.m.
The judge has found the three top officials guilty of contempt of court and said they should appear in court tomorrow for sentencing. According to Odunga, the case had ceased being state versus Miguna Miguna, but instead the trial of the judicial authority.
Go ahead and also impose the fine allowed under that section on each of them of 200,000 shillings, but with a rider that the money not to be paid from the public coffers. They bear and pay it individually, so that the abuse of public office may invite some element of pain on their persons.
The judge further ordered that Miguna Miguna, who is being held, should be availed in court tomorrow.
With a tremendous respect to the state, it is quite clear that a deliberate decision has been made somewhere not to comply with the orders of this court at all.
The state was not in contempt of court and should be given time to explain itself, a point dismissed by Miguna Miguna's lawyers.
The 2nd of February up to now, every order made has been disobeyed. Why does an ordinary member of public who come before the court think of the court? That's an important consideration for your lordship to.
Back and forth between the judiciary and the executive is of concern and risk sliding the country into a disorder. Contempt of court by state officers is certainly not new in the country. In February, the government defied court orders requiring them to restore TV signals of 3 private TV stations, including KTN News, after NASA leader Raila Odinga's controversial swearing-in. This forced the Chief Justice David Maraga to issue a statement accusing the executive and the police of interfering with the independence of the judiciary through disregard of court orders. It now remains to be seen whether Matiang'i, Boynet and Kihalangwa will tomorrow appear in court. Caroline B., KTN News.